for being here, and welcome to the Key Difference Media affiliate program. And this is just an introduction to give you an idea of just how powerful this can be for you, and an idea of the products and services and opportunity that can come through this affiliate program. Introducing right here, Karnika Yashwant, Mr. Key. Good morning, Mr. Key. How are you?
Good morning.
We are a full-service digital media company. This allows us to do everything from building websites to building sales funnels, writing copy, rebrand, etc. And what we will be doing on this webinar, which we will give you a link to in the YouTube channel, to our webinar PDF that will allow you to join us every Monday for training, is we will be training on how to sell content marketing. So we have a weekly webinar that talks about content marketing itself and really dives into all the potential of content marketing. But this webinar is primarily about understanding how to sell what we have to offer. And it's not even a sale. I often tell people, just simply when you know somebody wants to grow their business, simply tell them you have someone you can trust and put them in touch with us. It turns out, this is one of the most competitive markets in the world, content marketing, digital marketing, et cetera. And people are constantly being bombarded by digital agencies that want their business. And we find that the affiliate network brings people to us in a trusting mode. And when they come to us in a trusting mode, because they're being referred by somebody, it gives us an opportunity to show them what we have, what we can do, devise a program for them, and pretty much get a quick understanding of whether or not they're in a position to move forward or not. And we can typically cover that in a half hour to 1 hour conversation on the phone. And so our affiliate network is very powerful because, some people put money into marketing and into online content marketing, et cetera, which we do all of this. We have an extensive sales funnel that you get to take advantage of, et cetera. But the value of our affiliates as the front touch, and to be able to establish that trust and to be able to bring people to us that they know could use our services, that works best for us in this particular program. So welcome. Thank you for being interested. And I hope that what you get from this will be an awareness of just how easy it is to profit from a relationship with us at Key Difference Media. Key, do you want to add anything to that before I jump in?
I would just like to say that this process is a natural flow. There is nothing here which is pushed in an artificial way, and everything here falls just like a dominoes effect. When you speak to someone, every business owner has a problem. They want to market themselves, they want to do something with their business, but they're stuck somewhere. So that problem is a starting point of the conversation, and from there it leads on to the next service and the next assistance that they need. It is not about the services that they require, but more about the need that needs to be satisfied. And with every need that's satisfied, the business gets happier and the business owner is expanding and profiting, and he also needs to have much more because he's expanding, and he has more confidence right now, and he needs to do many more things than what he was doing in the past. So this is all about a natural flow. It's a beautiful process, and I would say that this journey is not just going to be a journey of an affiliate, but in the process you're going to be building your own business. You're going to be building your own revenue model and a lot of good relations. People who would like to refer you again to someone else because you made their business better, you made their lives better. So it's a beautiful journey. So stay tuned, and James will have more to say.
And to just put a cap on that, what Key's talking about, this can be as simple as just putting people in touch with us. One email and you could be done just by that introduction. Or you could grow it into something more substantial, of which we have additional programs that will help nurture you into becoming a full-fledged reseller of your own. So anyhow, stick with us. This is a partnership. and we will provide you with the not only the support of our services, et cetera, but as we grow together and as is outlined in our program, we will support you with a variety of resources and tools and things that will give you the ability to be your own digital marketing agency with us on the back end, and you'll find out just how powerful that can be. Earn 10 to 20% referral fees just for putting us in touch is the heading here. And it's pretty straightforward. Our content marketing campaigns, which are administered on a monthly basis, those have a 20% referral fee. And any deliverables such as sales funnels and websites and things of this nature is a 10% referral fee. And that's because we primarily use these digital assets to support the content marketing campaigns or to bring clients on and get them to recognize our quality and our consistency and things of that nature that moves them towards those content marketing campaigns. And what's nice is once we're in touch with somebody and we start working with them, even if we just did $1,000 or $2,000 website for them that just got them moving, and a year from now, we booked the content marketing campaign aspect, you're still in the loop, and your referral fees are perpetual and always available to you through that. That part where it says just for putting us in touch, that I want to emphasize is really what you're doing. You don't have to know all the content marketing stuff that the brilliance of Key brings out, or you don't have to have access to all the tools, all the PDFs and all of that I utilize on the sales front. You simply, your call to action, your final, how you close a sale is simply getting someone to say, yes, we'd like to speak to Key Difference Media. And that makes it a much easier proposition for you, because your job is to build relationships, leverage relationships, and simply put them in touch with us with as simple as an email. Hello, James at Key Difference Media. This is so-and-so. Here's his application, and introducing us to him, and we'll pick it up from there. We'll schedule a call. We'll find out what the issues are with their current agenda and goals that they have, and we'll show them how we can build a process around that'll support it. Key Difference Media uses a referral network of over 200 affiliates and resellers to promote our services, and we want to invite you to partner with us. We have how long have you been doing offering digital services through this network, Key?
Oh, it's been 10 years. Yeah, 9.5 years.
And so we are very familiar with the process of interacting with our affiliates and supporting them. And we actually very much enjoy the relationships, because it's nice that we're all in the same type of business. If you have a referral business already, let's say you're already referring CPAs and attorneys and people like this, you are a prime candidate for being able to leverage this particular program because of the constant ongoing interaction you have with different businesses, and because you are working with them already. This program, just about everybody needs some sort of digital representation, and it doesn't matter if it's a mom and pop or a startup, all the way to a Fortune 100. We got you covered. So let's just move down a little bit here. Here's how it works. If you learn of anyone who wants to grow their business, simply send an email to james@keydifferencemedia.com introducing me to your prospect. That's me. And I will be on the phone with them. We will schedule a call. We will find out what they need. We can bring in additional consultants if necessary, such as Key. But we basically just want to meet your prospect. And at that point, you are done. We will keep you in the loop as to how it progresses. We will let you know when the commissions book or when the campaigns book, but your involvement is done. So if you're already meeting people and you're already interacting with them, and you know they want to grow their business, or you see their website and see that it's in shambles, or as you participate in our trainings, you start to pick up on little signals that let you know somebody needs digital help. Then you know that you have an opportunity just to build that relationship and then send them to us. And we have ample case studies, ample ways of letting your clients know that they are in good hands. And we take very good care of them, don't we, Keith?
We sure do.
Like legendary taking care of them. Anyhow, so all deliverables, let's talk about this. All deliverables, the website, ebooks we can do for them, sales funnels, anything that we physically produce will pay a 10% commission to you. The reason we do that is because we want to ensure that we compensate you for it, but we also want to ensure that we get that deliverable business, because that's what leads us to the campaigns, and that's where the majority of your money could be made. It's also where the customer gets the most bang for their buck. Even with us paying you 20% commission, which is just basically our marketing budget, it would be worked into the price if we were spending it on television ads one way or another. But that 20% commission added to the price of what they're doing, it still leaves them in a price competitive place, because nobody really does what we do in the campaign process. Nobody repurposes and syndicates content like we do. And as you learn, you'll recognize that, and you'll recognize that you're giving your client, the person you're referring, an absolute army of help and leverage in order to grow their business. So that's why we have a 10% commission on the digital pieces. Plus, the digital pieces are one-offs. They oftentimes require a lot more hand-holding to get them in place, whereas the content campaigns, once they're established, they just run. And we take care of all that for you. All content marketing campaigns, though, they pay 20% recurring monthly as long as the client stays with us. So if that client's with us for 30 years or for 3 years, then you for 36 months will be receiving a commission based on that one initial email that you sent. And we don't expect you to handhold the customer to ever interact with it. You don't have to do any follow-up. Once we have that introduction, our system will continue to process it. We have a sales funnel as well that we can give you access to, being able to send them to a landing page where they can sign up, and then they will be nurtured from our own sales funnel on your behalf, because once we know that you've introduced them to us, you are in the system, and that particular client is tagged by you. So anything that we send them, it's always being sent on your behalf. And then all payouts are processed immediately upon receipt of client's payment. This is probably the hottest thing, because clients pay us digitally. As soon as we get the payment and process it on our end, we turn around and pay you. And that's typically same day or within a 72-hour period. It's not like you have to wait for commission reports and settling and all of that type of stuff to happen. You are immediately paid upon receipt of the client's payment to us. So that's a powerful thing as well. For clients with existing sales revenue, we even have an ability to finance their growth campaigns. So they already have incoming revenue, whether it's through credit cards or invoicing, etc. And we can take that with our finance partner, and we're able to find a program that will finance their campaign. And this is incredibly powerful and important, because a lot of times people need to grow, but they don't have the revenue to grow with. They don't have, for whatever reason, a line of credit available to them or whatnot. And a campaign needs a little bit of time to mature, and we'll get more into the training of all this, but a content marketing campaign can take 3 to 6 months to really start showing its teeth, its ability to do what it can do. But this is just an inherent aspect of content marketing. It's organic and requires a little time. So the financing ensures that they have deep enough pockets to get back, to get their ROI out of what it is that they're doing. Typical prospects are selling $100K to $100 million a year in their business. So that's the gamut of what of the target market that we're after. Startups with capital love us too, because we can help them get additional funding. And the way we do that is through the process of using content in order to for them to get the word out, to get a following, and to establish themselves. It's a content marketing campaign around wanting to get additional funding is kind of like a massive worldwide digital flip book of a representation of everybody that's following them. It's just a great way for them to represent to an investor how much attention they have on their product and on their website, et cetera. And a lot of these businesses, they'll get their funding and they'll start running, and they'll realize they have to do a second round of funding, and they'll spend all that first round funding in development, in employees, or I don't know, buying tricycles for the hallways of their building, but they won't spend it getting a following. And so they go for their second or third round, and suddenly, even though they might have invested millions in their business, they go for those additional rounds, and investors start saying, well, where is the love? Where's anybody that's paying attention to this? And so that's where we can come in and definitely hit them with an impact. Key, you want to add anything to that? Because you're more in tune to how we leverage that.
Yeah, specifically with the startups, the challenges are more than just the funding part. They also have, because they're a startup, they have so many people trying to work with them. There are many agencies trying to work with them, and they are recruiting new people, and they might have in their own team someone who is an expert in digital marketing, and they themselves would have their own ideas of how they would like to do it. But by end of the day, it comes with a lot of information, too many contradictory information that they might not know the direction to follow. And even many startups these days, they end up going to the traditional media or to the digital world's traditional media, like, okay, I'm just going to go and open a Facebook account, and I'm going to do some posts, and I'm going to do some Facebook advertisements, and they stop there. They don't utilize content marketing to its full extent. They don't utilize any of the digital mediums to its full power and potential that it can deliver. It's because of all this confusion. And if they can have one clear voice, someone like Key Difference Media who can come in and say exactly what they need to do step by step, and give them an opportunity for them to execute themselves if they need to, because all our materials are completely transparent. Our process and our methodology, it's all out there. We share it with people. The only difference is that it's very hard for anyone to implement it. It's almost impossible for anyone to execute that at the level and impeccable quality that it needs to be executed at. So that is an edge that we have. We can share all that we need to share, and still people will come back to us because of what we are and what it takes to get there. So that's from me, James.
Awesome. And just to give you an idea of where we are with expenditure, sure, we can, $1,000 website would be, if you brought us somebody who wanted just to get their website done, we can take care of doing that. And maybe they mature into something later that's a little more lucrative. But the ideal target is someone with a budget, roughly between low end 5 to 10K to implement in their initial digital assets, and someone with a budget between 2 and 20K a month for their content campaigns. Now, if it's a corporation where they already have their digital presence, but are struggling with being able to produce their content and syndicate it, because it is even for Fortune 100 companies, it's a challenge, very tall order. Not to mention we have strategies that they're probably not utilizing just because we do it all the time as opposed to them. So those kind of clients may already be spending 10, 20, 50K a month on content marketing. And so they become someone who doesn't need necessarily the digital assets, but you want to recognize, just about where they are in spend capital, because you want to know that they're worth your time, if you will, to refer them to us. So that's about where it is, anywhere from a 5 to 10K or more investment in digital in a digital footprint, website, sales funnel, et cetera. Lead magnet, we will create the lead magnets. We can do all their branding, et cetera. All the way up to a a massive campaign that runs between 20 and 50K a month. And there are businesses that, plenty of businesses that utilize that much. And usually if they're up in if they're above 5K a month in content or monthly campaign expenditures, they understand content marketing already. And they're already utilizing it, and they're already making their own progress towards making it work for them. And they're the sweet spot, because we can always bring to them more efficiency, better costing, and more results than probably what they're already doing. So anyhow, that's just an idea of the kind of the ideal target, and we will train much more on that in the coming days. So if you want to get a better idea, if you're like, hey, I do referrals, this is kind of the business that I'm in, but I don't understand marketing, digital marketing, content marketing, go to our website at keydifferencemedia.com and sign up for the email training. Or just send us a contact that you want to grow their business. But if you want to get a kind of a feel for it, do that. And also reach out to me via that same email address, and I'll gladly share some PDFs with you that will give you more insight. Here are some proofs of service that we offer. If the link takes you to folders on the Google Drive, just click the folder to view the contents. But we have, and if you have, we'll put a link to this PDF in the upload as well, so that you can click on these. But there is a number of training sessions here, the proposed organized approach to how to serve up a content marketing campaign. We have a white paper on content marketing that just really describes it, its history and things of that nature. Our process is listed in another PDF. The platforms that we syndicate to, meaning those digital channels, whether it's YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, which are in the social media realm, or whether it's just digital channels that are hosting that may be more outside of social media, that are just like, give me a couple of digital channels there, Key, that would fit outside of social media.
SoundCloud, and iTunes, everything where you, it's not an actual media where you just go and post things, but you could upload things. Like YouTube is not a traditional social media, but it's a video-based platform, and SoundCloud is an audio-based platform. SlideShare right now, which was purchased by LinkedIn, and now LinkedIn is purchased by Microsoft. So I don't know who owns it, but it's a great platform in terms of what it does, and it is the best platform for B2B and anything related to large-scale deals. And these platforms are, you still could add friends, and you could interact with people and have the social features, but their primary focus is on the content and the information that's being shared in different styles and different mediums. Like Flickr is there for images and so on and so forth.
And if you want to get a list of those platforms that we syndicate to, they're the primary platforms where where the masses are, basically. You can click on list of public platforms we syndicate to. General, and let me just stop right there. Basically what we do is we take the client's content and we repurpose it. So if they have a blog post, we turn it into a SlideShare, video and audio. We have digital editors, creators, voiceovers, all that in place to be able to repurpose this content in these different formats. And then we syndicate it according to time of day and best approach, etc. We syndicate that content, put it out on the web, whether it's weekly, daily, depending on the platform, and we create that calendar and maintain it so that there is a presence for that company on the web that's fresh, that's always new, but it's also because we are in all those platforms that the masses are at, and they're searching and they find our perfectly optimized content, beautiful piece of content that we created from that original seed content for the customer. They find us because we have the proper keywords, the proper format for the picture or the video or whatever the case may be, and we start to gain authority in that particular channel. But that's why we publish to these multiple platforms, because if you're only publishing to 2 or 3, you're leaving money on the table for all those people that are searching in other platforms for that type of information. General client case studies. I really suggest you click on this, download. This will give you a great deal of idea on the challenges we face and the results we produce as we work with these clients, and it'll just give you a real good idea of the breadth and the quality of the work that we do. The keys to writing world-class content, that's a great one to just get an idea of how intricate the process is. And we do create content for customers, though we prefer to take their content and repurpose it because their ideas and their message, their voice is innate in that content. But if they don't have content, or as they continue to proliferate their campaigns, if they need more content, then we're able to produce it for them. And this is just one of the documents that we use to guide our production of creating content. Portfolio digital media assets, that will show you the quality of work we do. It'll show you some of the websites that we do. It will just give you a great feel for the design side of the digital production that we offer. The same thing with the content marketing assets, as well as the website design proposal. These are all just intended for you to have something to give your clients so they can see the quality and the level that we are approaching them with. And you can save this PDF or these links, and well, you'd have a lot of sales tools just from this one PDF at your disposal to be able to send to customers as a sales link. Then there's our core team that you can meet us, and our nonprofit for-profit approach, which is a revolutionary and unique approach in the industry to be able to put for-profits and nonprofits together to be able to create cause marketing campaigns. And this is an element of strategy, networking, and us having connection with these nonprofits, but it's also a matter of unleashing that nonprofit's access to Google Ads and applying up to $10,000 a month in Google Ads to their campaign, which can really give it a lot of power and a lot of explosion. So when a for-profit and a nonprofit come together, there is a unique message, there is a social responsibility agenda that's at play, and then there's also the ability for both of them to leverage each other's ad campaign to benefit the other. So anyhow, that's a huge part of our offering. And then finance your campaign for better cash flow and higher ROI. Right there is the PDF that you can send out and or just consume yourself and get an idea of how our financing options work. Everything that we do, all of our calls to action are please schedule a call, and this is my calendar. So if you go on that calendar and you have somebody who wants to talk, and maybe they want to talk in the next 30 minutes, you go to that calendar and you pick a time, and it will just, basically schedule it with me, send me a notification, make sure you put a phone number in there, but either way, we'll get a hold of you, and we'll hook that meeting up. It could be now, it could be 2 weeks from now, whatever the case may be. But this is the call to action we put on everything. All our PDFs, everything, go out with the ability to get a hold of the client and connect with them. And the reason that is because everybody has their own approach. They have their own variables, their own challenges. So we really do need to connect with them to get just to understand them and get them to the next stage. So what you're doing is really very much in line, and as Key mentioned, it's an organic process. It's very much in line with what we are doing on a regular basis. And you enter the funnel at the exact same place, and so all of the attention remains systematized and very fruitful along that line. So there's nothing new to it. So yeah, here's to your success. Nobody likes to see their picture on the screen. Key, what do you want to add to this?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that the entire process here, it is all about helping the client. So if you can keep your ears tuned to that, looking and trying to hear to what their real problem is, that is going to make a huge impact, because mostly people in the industry, they talk about what they can do, but they hardly listen on what the other person really needs. And if you know what they really need, you almost have their attention, you have their love, you have their interest, you have everything that you need from there to move on. And that is the foundation on a healthy relationship. So let's focus on the fundamentals, let's focus on the basics, but let's focus on building good connections. Let's focus on, even though you're just referring someone, we are going to take care of that part for you. For us, even if a client is not going to convert today, it matters. We need to help them in any way we can. He might not be a client for even next 1 year, but if we have an opportunity among our network through which we can serve him, we do that by all means. It's the business is a medium through which you move your ideas and your vision forward. But business is not just a medium to make finances, make money from. It's a medium to serve in a larger way. And using the power of money, people, you are able to reach out to larger people than any other medium that's out there. So that is what we subscribe to as our philosophy. And we are here to help your clients, your contacts, your friends, your connections. So feel free to attend more of these sessions with us. And you have a lot more to learn. And even if you're not going to be referring, you're going to be learning a lot of things on what's happening and how you could do it. This lesson that's learned here, you could apply it to any business for that matter. So feel free to join us. We are here and we are your friends and we're excited.
We will have an affiliate training every Monday morning at 10 a.m. And these trainings will be to teach you how to sell the product. Every Thursday morning, we have our 4D Leverage content marketing. It's more of a webinar. It's more of a just me talking. We do at the end provide an opportunity for a Q&A. But this Monday morning affiliate meeting, which you can get to at the link in the upload, this affiliate meeting will train you on how to find clients to put in touch with us. And we'll give you an idea of the demographics to go after. We'll even talk to you one-on-one because this is a Zoom conference. You can call in or you can chat, or you could just speak with us or get on video, whatever, so we can meet you and ask us your specific questions. Tell us your specific demographic, what it is you're currently doing, how you approach the market, why you have connections that you can monetize this way, etc. And we will help tailor an approach that will make you very comfortable. And actually, you'll find that once we align you, you'll naturally and magnetically attract the kind of clients that we can close. And over time, this becomes incredibly powerful. And we look forward to serving them through you to give you the support that they need, your clients, to grow their business. All right. Well, that's the affiliate program. Again, every Monday, check out the link in the upload here. And we look forward to supporting you any way we can. Keith, I think it's time to sign off. Thank you for your time. Let us know how we can serve you.